girls I know.
That's not. Welcome to the Fox 17 Rock Interview. I'm hanging with Thom Bresh, the son of Merle Travis, but also so many awards of his own between being a stuntman, singer-songwriter, thumb-picking award winner. Let's see, what's it? Wine Lord?
That's right.
In Corsica and France. Pretty impressive stuff, Tom.
I like my wine lord stuff. I can go to any castle, wine castle in the world, day or night, ask for their finest bottle of wine, and I can get that. If I let them know in advance, it'll be a castle dinner in my honor with all the local dignitaries. Oh, it's great.
I want to go with you, and I'll just carry a guitar case.
I am a wine lord.
Now let's talk about it also, Tom. While I've got you on TV, it's taken me a while because you're such a busy man with gigs and tours and everything else, and you're heading up headlining the Jerry Reed tribute deal tomorrow night at the Cannery.
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of us headlining that thing. You got Tommy Emmanuel, Richard Smith, and Dr. John Knowles, CGP,
exactly.
and so many great players that are there. But we all pay tribute to Jerry. Richard Smith started this thing they say this is the 4th annual. I think it's the first one they didn't count because it was at another place.
Oh, okay.
And it was a 21 guitar salute to Jerry.
Oh, wow.
But he would just go nuts over this, Jerry. But he said, I don't understand why anybody's making a big deal out of me, see?
And see, I also should have mentioned that Tom's also an impressionist.
Oh, jeez, I do impersonations, huh?
So, but, I'm such a huge fan of Jerry Reed myself, and I think a lot of the younger people now, unfortunately, just know of him from movies and don't know what an innovative guitar player he was. And you worked with him, for a number of years.
He was a friend for almost 40 years, but one of the biggest thrills that I ever had was one day the phone rang. I was, hello, what are you doing? This is Reed. I said, hey, Jerry, I need you to get your butt down here and lay some thumb. I'm doing an album with Waylon and Tillis and Bear, and we need that thumb on there. It's called Old Dogs, and I said, will you play? I can't do that thumb stuff.
Oh, my gosh, what a great album, too.
Oh, God, it was a thrill.
Well, and you're also an award-winning thumb picker. You have several awards with that as well.
I was just born into it. I don't know what else to say. Guitar Player magazine one time said, did you always know that you wanted to play guitar? Yeah. And I said, actually, I always kind of wanted to play keyboards, piano and all that. I just had a gene inside of me that stated elsewise.
Right, right.
So.
Yeah, you got it legitimately. You really did. And then, we've got a picture, too, of a couple of your recent albums. And
this one on your right, is my very first publicity picture. That's how long I've been on stage.
And now that was when you played with Speedy West, right?
No, that's even before that.
Really?
Hank Penny used to take me on stage. He'd unloosen those ukulele strings so it wouldn't bother anybody, but I had my little cowboy outfit, and I would do all the moves and everything, I'd be up there with his band. I was like the token cute kid.
That's awesome.
I was up there, and Hank's the first one to take me into Vegas and all that stuff when I was like 15 years old.
And then your other album, you said, has much more of like the synth guitar.
Well, no, you wouldn't know it's a synth. I just told you that, so you would know because you like guitars.
Oh,
but
yes.
Everything on there I'm playing everything except that my friend Zen plays fiddle on one.
Wow. Now, where can people find those albums, too, Tom?
Wherever I'm performing. I'm setting up everything. I'm just lethargic at this sort of thing. I'm setting up I just updated my website.
I saw it, and it looks great.
www.bresh, like fresh, but with a B,
Bresh.com.
Right. And I just went up and spent the whole weekend updating that thing and sprucing it up. Now I've got to find a place to sell the merchandise.
Right.
I used to really do that stuff. I don't even, when you come and see me, you buy these albums and stuff.
Well, the website looks great.
Yeah, thank you.
And I had a lot of fun just going through it and with the opening page and all. And that, your father also was a photographer.
My dad. I got a father, Merle Travis, my dad being Bud Bresh, who was a photographer, for the studio.
And that's how you got into doing the stunt work.
Yeah, instead of getting a babysitter, he would take me with him, because there's 2,200 acres of movie lot there.
Right.
And that's where Fort Apache was built. A lot of people can't say, I got my very first romantic experience in Fort Apache. A lot of people can't say that. The first time I ever I guess you call it skinny dipped, was in Robin Hood's Lake.
Oh my God.
That's where they shot all the movies. But I found out at a really early age that all artistic people just talk about what they do, they love it. Lighting people talk about lights, camera people talk about lens, f-stops and
Right.
focal lengths and all that. Sound people talk about decibels, mic placement and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Musicians talk about what they play. So if you just keep your mouth shut, listen to me kids, if you're seeing this, if you keep your mouth shut and listen, you learn all kinds of things and nobody even knows they're telling you.
Exactly.
And then you can go try them. That's kind of the way Travis learned to play guitar. He said he heard this guy, Mose Rager, who was a barber. He and Ike Everly, the Everly brothers' dad,
Right.
would play at these company store meeting things. And for the dances, Travis said, I'll watch him because he'd do that thumb picking sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I was too shy to ask him anything, so I watch what they do, then I go home and try it myself till I figured it out.
Oh my gosh, and look how incredible you became at. And you had this custom-made guitar also, which I was telling the guys here at the TV station where I've only seen this in books and magazines and seen it up close to where you've got the steel strings on the Bresh side.
Yeah, steel string, you just flip it over, and this is a nylon string.
On the Tom side. It's just, it looks like a work of art, Tom.
The luthier, the guitar maker that made this is a guy named Del Langions from Holland, Michigan. I've been playing his guitars probably 35 years, and I've got a bunch of them. His guitars are just perfect. I don't know what else to say. And there's a newer one than this called the Super Dualette that will hit all of the synthesizer stuff. And it's got a steel string on one side, and the other side is braced for anything I want to put on it.
Wow.
I said, brace that so I can put barbed wire on it if I want to. But the other side on that Super Dualette's got, these things are called nuts. And it's got interchangeable nuts.
Wow.
It's now a steel
What a brilliant
string, turn it
concept.
over to baritone on the other side. So
That's amazing.
B to B, low, a fourth lower than this. So that thing sounds just amazing. But something happened to the pickup inside on the baritone side.
Right.
It plays for about 2-3 minutes and it'll go out for 10,
And
15
that's what
seconds.
Ed is working
then it'll
on.
come back. He's been 5 years. Everybody's worked on it.
Oh, my gosh.
Even the guy that made the pickups. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Well, you know what? When it gets fixed, you got to bring that one on. And then I wanted to mention too, Tom, that you worked with Martin
Yeah,
on
this
this
is
special
great.
edition. You know,
Here, play this.
Oh my gosh, I'll hold it. On the special edition Martin Merle Travis model.
Yeah, you can hear that, baby.
And it's just amazing with that neck. And you were telling me how, you know, you had to work with Martin to get him to do the bird's eye maple neck.
Yeah, and it wound up just curly maple. It wasn't
Right.
bird's eye, so the eyes would pop out of it, but whatever that means. But the really great thing is Fred Gretsch, that owns Gretsch, and he also owns the name Bigsby.
Ah.
And they were going to put Martin up here in the Bigsby font.
Right.
And I got a call one day, says, do you want to give up one of your royalties? I said, for what? Well, Chris Martin and Fred Gretsch are going to have dinner tonight, and Chris thought maybe he could talk Gretsch into letting us use the Bigsby name. I said, well, sure, something like that. That would be so awesome.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And so I got a call the next day. He says, you don't even have to give up. Fred says, I don't play. Just give me one to hang on the wall. So he says, what's the prototype you didn't like? I said, 3. He says, that's now Fred Gretsch.
And I will make mention
Now
too
it
for our
says
viewers.
Bigsby.
This is number 1.
Yeah, this is number 1 of these. But on the back, this is how cool Martin Company is. On the back, see?
Oh my gosh.
Martin Guitars.
Yeah.
You know, for your brand, you don't want to put it on the back.
Right.
Martin
But that
did.
is so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to have to come back with me and bring in your other special guitar. Tom Bresh,
Yeah.
check him out online, find him on Facebook, incredible musician. And when the next album comes out, you got to come back on with me, okay?
Okay. I come over with any time.
Oh, I appreciate
Now
it.
can I go play in front of the green screen?
Yes, you can, exactly. Thanks for
Thanks
watching.
for hanging, guys.
Let's see you.